Hi, I'm Yonatan.
I'm Tiffany.
And we're co-chairs of the Fellows Program. So the Fellows Program is when we bring in 6 political practitioners, either at the beginning, middle, or end of their careers in politics, and we put them together in groups with 6 undergraduates, and they give weekly seminars to undergraduates and graduate students and some members of the community, and they give their expertise to these students and try to explain and impart upon them the value of public service.
My name is MC Andrews. I was Special Assistant to the President and Director of the White House Office of Global Communications and on the National Security Council staff.
My name is Manny Diaz, and between 2001 and 2009 I served as mayor of the city of Miami.
And study groups, I think, are one of the best kept secrets at Harvard. It's 90 minutes a week. There's no homework. There's no commitment. You don't have to go every week. You can come in late if you need to, leave early if you have to. But it's just 90 minutes of a conversation with a political expert on anything. It's a chance to really speak frankly with these really big-name guests who come in and really hear their true opinions. I think the off-the-record aspect of study groups is what makes it so awesome, because you can sit down there and it's maybe, there's a room of 20 students and a guest and a fellow, and you can ask anything you want.
I have been very interested since I left the White House in 2005 in the topic of America's image in the world and public diplomacy.
Well, obviously I'm one of those that was inspired to public service by then President Kennedy, and so this was somewhat of a dream for me to be here in this institution, which represents public service.
People should come to my study group because if they are really interested in foreign policy and one of the most critical public policy questions in the U.S. government.
Well, because it's the best study group there is. Well, so far we've had my former chief of police, probably the best cop in America.
My former professor, the dean of the Kennedy School when I was here, and my former boss, all rolled into one person, Professor Giannai.
Mayor Bloomberg, Mayor Daley joining us. Mayor Villaraigosa from LA will be here as well.
We have a wonderful, as I keep billing him, high-level State Department official and spy coming this week, a man by the name of David Gordon. And for a spell served as the President's daily briefer, which means he's the person that would go in the morning at 7 o'clock and brief the President on intelligence issues.
These are, some of the, not just the best mayors in America, but really some of the best political leaders in our country.
Now we're getting all
This
excited.
describes about study groups are about, right? Or why they're so cool. So one of the first study groups I went to was my freshman fall, and it was Congressman Clay Shaw had the former director of the CIA, Porter Goss, here. And I showed up super early because I thought it was going to be packed. And so I sat down towards the head of the table, and then Porter Goss sits down, and he looks over and he goes, "Porter Goss." And I went, "Tiffany, what?" And I shook his hand. And it was just so crazy that someone who was such a big deal was shaking hands with me as if we were equals. And it was just a very cool opportunity to be sitting next to him and having that interaction. So that's what you can get in a study group.
Fun fact, I'm a downhill skier, and there's nothing I would rather do than be on the ski slopes. I am a die-hard Carolina Tar Heels fan, and that's been a sad place to be this year.
No, I can't, fun fact in what respect? Perhaps my lifelong dream would have been to learn how to play the drums. Perhaps you'll see me in some band someday. My favorite part is being around the students. I've enjoyed thoroughly the number of students that have come to my study groups, but also the personal relationships that extend beyond the hour and a half of the study group. And
if you're a student here who's in the Fellows Program, you get that chance to be friends with the Fellows and these awesome people that you want to be when you grow up.
And to do after the IOP.
I'm going to Disney World.
People should come to study groups because there's no homework, it's fun, and it really is an experience you can have on no other college campus in the country.